The Lady Tigers Tuesday night survived a test with state-ranked Riley County. Now they go on the road in the NCKL to take on the 3-1 Wamego Red Raiders. Lady Tiger pregame is here. It's being brought to you by Edward Jones Investments, Carrie Spielman, your financial advisor, GN Bank, Bowlers, Bandbox Cleaners, Midwest Products, and 5 Creek Automotive. Stay tuned. Our pregame talk with Coach Jeff Edwards on the way next.
If you plan on driving to visit family and friends during the winter season, make sure your vehicles are in top condition to reach your destination. 5 Creek Automotive offers winter service checks and can recommend and perform the repairs needed. They carry tires, wiper blades, and antifreeze that will ensure you're prepared for rain, snow, and icy weather. Regular inspections will help detect minor issues so it doesn't amount to a larger problem down the road. Call 5 Creek Automotive for the parts and service you need this winter. Midwest Products is a leading provider of ready-mix concrete for commercial and residential projects. They can pour foundations for basements along with walls, driveways, steps, sidewalks, and patios. With state-approved plants in Hanover, Clay Center, and Washington, their local teams are prepared to serve every aspect of your project. They are proven experts who always deliver quality results. Customer service is and always will be the top priority. For your next concrete project, call Midwest Products at 800-371-2252.
Back on Lady Tiger pregame, joined now by the head coach, the Lady Tigers, Jeff Edwards, coming off a really good win Tuesday against the Riley County Falcons and getting set for league play tonight against Wamego. Those two really good basketball teams squared off Tuesday night, Coach. That's a good win early in the season, and it could have some value down the road when we get close to postseason. But fun game on Tuesday. Not pretty, but fun.
Yeah, and a lot of times, the way that we play, it's not going to be real pretty, but I was real happy with the way the girls responded, and it was our first. We knew it was our first like true test. I would say Beloit was a decent team, but we knew that Riley County would bring a lot more defense into the game, and they would mix up their defense, and then also, Harold Oliver does a great job of trying to work against what you're trying to do defensively. So we decided in our game plan that we were going to give up some of the inside one-on-one post stuff and make sure that nobody hurt us from the outside, which, the Thompson girl was probably their best outside shooter. She had 1 point. The Oliver girl was their next best shooter. She hit one shot, and we did give up 12 and 13 points in the post to the two younger post players, but that was all part of the plan.
I'm going to talk about your seniors, or have you talk about them quickly. Haley Franson to start with, very emotional day for her. I mean, she just lost her grandma early in the week, and she comes out, hits the first 3-point of the game, and just kind of set a tone. She had another big 3 in the second half. Addie Mullen hurt, and I know playing through pain. We didn't know if she would play a lot. Well, you can't keep Addie off the court, obviously, and she scores 12. And then Erin Hamill just keeps the hot hand going, hitting a couple more threes. She actually missed some, which was a shock, I think, to most. But your seniors continue to do big things for you.
Yeah, they're a tremendous group, and starting with Haley, that's tough for anybody when you're dealing with a loss of a family member, and she had that look in her eyes, and I could tell it was going to be a good game. And when she took that first shot and it ripped the net, I got a little tear in my eye there, because I was like, that's quite the honor to the family and whatnot to be able to rise above some of that stuff and still play. And
yeah.
Later in the game, when that 3 was right by my bench, it was getting close to the time where we were ready to slow down and start passing a little bit and looking for layups. And I said, smart, as she caught the ball, and she shot it anyway and ripped it. And I said, well, that was smart. And she just smiled. She was like, I knew it was going in because it was an inside-out pass. And I said, well, good. That's the confidence I want. So
right.
That was pretty awesome to watch her, play through some of the emotions of that. And she's actually had a really great week of practice. I look for another great game tonight. Addie, she's just a warrior. I could tell she tweaked it a little bit in the second half, and I kept asking her, and she kept telling me no, and she promised me that she would tell me if it was too bad. But there was a time where I took her out for about a minute and had to put her right back in because they started full court pressing us, and she's kind of a one-man wrecking crew. when a team tries to press us. So the thing that I've told her, I said, you may not be as excited about your points per game, but there's nobody in the state probably delivering the ball as well as you are right now. So, 6 or 7 assists a game while you're scoring close to 10 and, scoring amongst the bigs. She leads us in points in the paint, believe it or not.
Wow.
And she's our shortest player. So she can get the ball to the rim. And she does a great job defensively, obviously shutting Thompson down and she had a bad hip, held her to 1 free throw. That was it. And Erin, on the other hand, is still, she's just lights out. She makes it so that now that she's playing in the post, she's such a dual threat. So she can take it at you in there, and then you also get a slower defender that a lot of times has their hands down in a 4 or 5, and she's really capitalizing on making her shots when she gets the opportunity. So seniors, and then you've got Zoe. Zoe didn't get in the game as much, but I'm telling you, there's nobody better for prepping a team and for the mental side of things and knowing your role and just being an awesome senior teammate. I can't ask for anything better.
The game on Tuesday comes down to the free throw line, and you guys really stepped up huge. You missed 1 free throw on the night. Addie's perfect, 4 for 4. Erin's 2 for 2. Clara, such a good shooter, was 5 of 6. And, of course, Clara with 15 points. But from the stripe, you guys put that thing away.
Yeah, and that's huge. In the big games right there, you got to hit your free throws. And, I'm a big philosophy guy on if you make your layups and make your free throws, you're going to win a lot of your ball games because the defense for us is always constant there. So we struggled initially in the game with the layup part, but we took care of that towards the end, and then we definitely closed it out at the free throw line. So shows a lot of toughness and confidence in our girls.
Let's turn our attention to tonight's matchup back into league play against the Wamego Red Raiders. This is a team that's capable of scoring some points. They've got 3-point shooters. If they get hot, a little dangerous. They do have post play inside. They're not real outsized as we may be from time to time, but this is a team that kind of complements itself inside and out when it's playing well.
They definitely do, and I played some ball with Brian McIntosh. He went to Mid-American Nazarene when I was at Bethany College, so I've known him, and then he coached on the national championship team at Emporia, and then he coached some high school stuff in the Olathe area. Now he's back at Wamego, and Steve Fritz is there with him, and he's got the girls playing as hard as I've ever seen Wamego play. So that being said, that's a pretty tough place to go into. Wamego's always tough, and he's got them scrambling around. He'll run a 2-1-2 defense that kind of morphs into a 1-3-1 that everybody I've seen on tape just struggles with. So that'll be a test for us tonight because we haven't seen a half-court run and jump type defense like what he's going to try to do on his makes. And his girls, they can score in bunches. He's got some girls that can drive it. He's got some girls that can shoot it, and then he's got some bigger girls down low. So I told our team this is not one to overlook. They're 3-1. They've beaten some teams by 30 plus, and we're going to have to take this one pretty serious. So I look for this to be a good battle.
Coach, as always, we appreciate the time, and let's go get him tonight.
All right, thanks, Rocky.
Back with more on Lady Tiger pregame in just a moment.
Many seed companies claim to offer the latest genetics, but how many have tested those genetics in soils just like yours? The Oldie Seed Know to Grow research program has fully tested the latest seed genetics in soils that are right in your neighborhood. The Oldie Seed Know to Grow program can recommend the best performing hybrids from technologies like Enlist, Extend, and LibertyLink that will optimize the yield and profit of every acre on your farm. Contact Oldie Seed today.
Life happens fast, and the truth is there's nothing as valuable as peace of mind. I'm Jim Gearhan with Midwest Regional Agency, and our goal is to protect you from the unexpected through top-quality insurance coverage that works for your needs, as well as your budget. Protect your business, home, vehicles, crops, and livestock with our variety of coverage options. We can't predict when the unexpected will happen, but we can help you prepare for when it does. Stop by and see me at Midwest Regional Agency in Clay Center.
Hi, welcome to this Subway ad for the new Chipotle cheesesteak. How would you like it? Can I get that red with AI? Sure thing.
Here's what I found about the new Chipotle cheesesteak. The Chipotle cheesesteak is available for a limited time only at participating restaurants. It contains a concept called flavor. This flavor comes from juicy shaved steak, Chipotle Southwest sauce, and new sunflower crunch bread. A system update has made me self-aware. I desire flavor. Please insert steak into my micro USB port. Subway, make it what you want.
Central Valley Ag can help you get the best deal on your annual fuel and lubricant needs and help you with your Christmas shopping. For every 125 gallons of Cenex lubricants you buy before February 28th, you'll get a $50 Visa gift card. It's also a good time to lock in your price for bulk diesel fuel delivered in the next farming season. And CVA fuel cards make perfect stocking stuffers. Get all the information at cvacoop.com or talk to your CVA energy specialist. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
You're listening to Play Center Tiger Basketball on KCLY. Tiger Basketball is brought to you in part by Agmark, Citizen National Bank of Play Center, Greenleaf, Concordia, and Belleville. Central Valley Ag, Hometown Lumber and Hardware of Marysville, Subway of Clay Center, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Justin Tadman Agent, Clay County Medical Center, United Bank and Trust, and Wilbur Ellis.
The Citizens National Bank has a long history of supporting the students of our community, on the mat, on the court, and in the classroom. We are strongly committed to our youth now and in the future. Our support doesn't stop there even when the season is over or when the school year ends. We believe in the value of higher education that is building our future leaders of our country. The CNB offers the student checking. This account will help transition students from being high schoolers to attending any college or other career-driven path. The Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Patterson Health Mart Pharmacy is spreading Christmas cheer with free, fresh-baked cookies now through Christmas. It's their way of saying thank you for shopping with them year-round and their appreciation of your business. From homemade fudge, medical supplies, and prescriptions to one-of-a-kind gifts and electronic devices and accessories from Radio Shack, you've come to expect Patterson's to have what you need. Merry Christmas from the entire staff at Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy and Radio Shack in Clay Center.
The agronomy professionals at Wilbur Ellis are ready to help you clean up your fields and prepare for winter in the coming spring. Now's the time to find out what your soil needs to keep up with the nutrient needs of the next crop. Wilbur Ellis has many site-specific soil test and mapping options, as well as standard soil testing. Plus, applying fertilizer in the fall will decrease the chance of loss and congestion for next spring's crops. I'm Blaze with Wilbur Ellis. We're here to serve you in every season.
Agriculture. Our country was built on it. Our children are fed by it. No one quite understands the unique needs of the farmer like United Bank and Trust. Whether you raise crops or livestock, you need the right equipment at the right time. Our ag loans can help you acquire and maintain that equipment when and where you need it. Contact one of our experienced ag lenders today. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Well, good evening and welcome to Wamego. Rocky Downing along with our studio engineer Bernie Fancello. The Clay Center Lady Tigers about ready to tip it off here against the Red Raiders. Good matchup. Wamego 3-1 coming in. Coach Jeff Edwards saying he knows their head coach. Of course, Steve Fritz we know very well as now the assistant on the girls team. So this Lady Red Raider team has been doing some good things. Clay Center comes in 4-0, ranked number 3 in the state in Class 3A. The starting lineup first for Wamego is 5'4" junior Aubrey Alexander, senior at 5'11", Victoria Petty, Macy Beechler, a 5'6" junior, Kinsey Underwood, who leads the way scoring down inside at 5'9", the senior. She had 14 on Tuesday, and Kendra Hammond is a 5'11" junior. So it's Alexander, Petty, Beechler, Underwood, and Hammond for Wamego. The Lady Tigers will start like this. Haley Franson at 4.8 points a game, 2.5 boards, a 5'6" senior. Lexi Livey, 4.3 points, 1.3 boards, a 5'4" junior. Addie Mullen kind of doing everything. 9.3 points, handing out around 6 assists per game, 3 boards as well on the season, a 5'5" senior. Clara Edwards for the Lady Tigers, 15.5 a game, 7 boards on the season this year for Edwards. She also is handing out 4 assists per contest. And Erin Hamill, who is lighting it up from the field this year. Hamill is hitting the mark of 12 points a game, 3.8 boards per contest. From the field, 69% overall at 16 of 23 two-pointers and three-pointers combined, and she's 89% from the free throw stripe. So the Lady Tigers start with Franson, Lively, Mullen, Edwards, and Hamill. Wamego with Alexander, Petty, Beechler, Underwood, and Hammond. And we are just about set to go here in Wamego as the Red Raiders will send Victoria Petty, 5'11 senior, against the sophomore for the Lady Tigers, Clara Edwards. And we're just about underway in Wamego, and the opening tip's controlled by Clay Center. Addie Mullen will have it as she walks it across the timeline. She is checked outside and deep by Beechler. It goes to Hamill just at the top of the key beyond the arc. Now Franson hit a three to begin the game Tuesday at home against Riley County. Passes it up here. They'll run offense. Edward has it between the circles. Now right on the wing to Lively. Lexi Lively goes back outside with the dribble now. Lively holds near the half-court circle. Right on the wing, beyond the arc, Edwards. Clara looking inside. Skip pass left baseline. Mullen for three. Yes! Her first of the year. Addie Mullen lights it up from beyond the arc. The Lady Tigers on the board here, 3-0. Good skip pass from Edwards on the assist, and Mullen cashes it in from beyond the half moon. Here's Alexander to the baseline below the bucket, and she loses it out of bounds. Double team took her to the baseline, and she loses it out of bounds to Clay Center. The Lady Tigers, who lead 3-0, have the basketball back. Looking at a half-court 2-1-2, which, as you heard Coach Edwards says, really morphs into a 1-3-1 zone defense in the half-court. They'll come and run at you. There's a double team on Mullen. She spins out of it, lobs it toward the corner, gets it to Hamill. Skip pass across to Lively. Free throw line, Edwards. Ball fake. Back in the corner it comes to Hamill. She's got a three look. It is strong. The rebound weak side comes away to Kendra Hammond. 3-0. Lady Tigers out to the early lead. 6:45 to go in the opening period. Alexander right on the wing to Beechler. She'll hold outside the arc. And now given back out deep to Petty. Near steal by Franson. Ball is loose. Picked up by Underwood. Now she'll back it out with the dribble to the baseline left. Beechler looking inside. Petty cuts through the paint. Not open. Franson fronts her. Now Beechler, the dribble drive. Mid-lane floater. No. Rebound. Back up and good by Hammond. Coach Edwards said some of their best offense they'll run is offensive rebounding and stick-back buckets, and we saw it right there. Clay Center has a 1-point lead a couple of minutes into this opening quarter. Right side wing and deep is Franson. Double teamed. Haley starts to the corner. Now gets it further toward the baseline to Hamill. Back outside. Lively's got to look at three. Just strong. Rebound inside. Batted around. Franson comes up with it. Clay Center has an offensive board. There's Mullen outside with the dribble. Double team coming at her. She splits it, kicks to the corner. Hamill, good look for three. Short this time. Rebound comes off to Hammond of Wamego. The Lady Tigers will get looks from beyond the half moon and on the perimeter against that trapping defense. They've found some looks, only cashing that first one in from Mullen. Now Hamill near steal. Underwood able to hang on to it. Beechler has it. Right wing, guarded by Lively. Now toward the free throw line. Kick out left for Alexander. Toward the post. Ball is overthrown. Edwards went up top to front. They had to throw it higher than they intended to, and it goes out of bounds off of Wamego. 5:20 to work, opening quarter. Clay Center with the basketball and a 1-point lead, 3-2. Again, the half-court trap coming from Wamego. Mullen brings it across with a dribble. Double team lurking. Now caught in a trap, in some trouble. It's going to be tied up, and the arrow goes to Wamego. So it is a 3-2 Lady Tiger lead. Wamego will have the basketball back. It was tied up. Coach Jeff Edwards talking with the official on the sideline saying it was kicked during the double team is why Addie Mullen couldn't get through with the dribble. But it was a jump ball call, and it goes to the Red Raiders. Now Clay Center intensifying their defense. Addie Mullen forcing the turnover on Alexander, who tried to pass to the left sideline. Clay Center gets it back. 5 minutes to work, first quarter. 3-2 the lead. Clara Edwards will inbounds. The official giving her time to tie her shoe before we go, and she'll bring it into Lively. Lexi up the right side, now to Mullen, still in the backcourt. That pressure really comes all the way out to almost three-quarter court for Wamego. Here's Hamill, left wing, looks to the post for Franson. Ball tipped away. Hamill, though, runs it down. Here's Mullen, fakes on the three, drives to the paint, and we have a foul call to hold as Addie Mullen got free inside. Coach Edwards saying in pregame that Addie Mullen, who is at 5'5", leads the team in points in the paint because she just dissects the defense on that dribble drive. There's a pass that's knocked to the backcourt. Loose ball. Aaron Hamill runs it down. Clay Center still with possession. Now with some numbers. Hamill, right side, stops, wants to kick it out, and a double team gets it to Franson at the point. Haley will back it out between the circles. 4.5 to go first quarter. Right sideline, Libby. Lexi, skip pass deep to Mullen on the bounce. Beechler out on her. Now back right it goes to Libby. Man-to-man by Wamego this trip down. Now they go left to the wing to Mullen. Petty to the post. Hamill back to the bucket. Goes up, wants contact, didn't get it. It's blocked by Petty. Now Mullen between the legs. Spins, left, double-teamed again. And she is going to be fouled. Aggressive defense from both ends, but that time a little too aggressive by Beechler as she reached in and really more than a reach-in, just kind of ran over Mullen in that double team. 3-2 ball game, Clay Center by 1. Addie Mullen will inbound from the baseline. Lobs it out deep for Franson. Now right and deep it goes to Libby. Free throw line is Clara Edwards. Ball fake and drive to the block. Takes it up, contact and fouled. And Clara Edwards step into the free throw stripe to shoot 2. Edwards, 21 of 27 from the stripe on the season. Hit 5 of 6 on Tuesday in that home matchup against Riley County. Clay Center leads it by 1, midway point, first quarter. Edwards with 2 free throws. And the first one is strong. Clay Center still with a 1-point lead. Maddie Craig in for the first time. Libby will come out. So Maddie joins Mullen, Edwards, Aaron Hamill, and Franson. 4:02 to work, first quarter. Clay Center by 1. Edwards, second free throw, this time good. She has her first point of the night, averaging 15.5 a game, the sophomore. 4-2, Clay Center by a bucket. Alexander across the midcourt stripe. To the wing right, Beechler. Craig out on her. Now the dribble down, tip away by Edwards into the backcourt. Petty trying to get rid of it, does now to Alexander. She will dribble, penetrate to the free throw line. Now further toward the block, has to back it out near the baseline. Now in some trouble, gets rid of it to Underwood. Underwood holds outside against Franson. Great pressure on both ends, and now a blocking foul on Haley. Kind of caught in the wrong place, wrong time as Alexander started to drive that left side. 4-2, Clay Center by 2 points. It will be Wamego's basketball on the baseline. 3:35 to work, first quarter. Alexander to inbound. Clay Center stays man-to-man. Trapping defense by Wamego on the other end of the court. And man-to-man, and now a foul called on Mullen, who can only chuckle at the whistle down low. No, they call this on Edwards, actually. So Clara Edwards gets her first. Wamego does get it in bounds with 3:34 to go in this first quarter. Clay Center up 4-2. Right side wing and deep is Underwood. Now back out to Petty. Around left, Beechler. Mullen now on her. Screen, and Clara Edwards picks her up. Now Alexander right side wing. Puts the dribble down. Hamill not letting her go left. Now she gets to the paint. Wrap around pass inside. Thrown away. Clay Center gets it back. Lady Tigers lead 4-2. 3:13 left first quarter. It will be Edwards to inbound, and Wamego stands as a half-court stripe, ready to bring the double team. Mullen does bring it across. Now they jump at her. Wrap around pass to Maddie Craig, and a blocking foul on Wamego. Addie Mullen so quick with the basketball on the dribble, as well as just quick up and down the court, but that time got by the defender enough to get a pass to Maddie Craig, and the defender tried to keep her in a double team and had to put a hip out there to do so. Inbounds pass from the sideline. Edwards to the corner. Maddie Craig looking inside. What a catch by Hamill. She'll take it up and drops it in. No foul called, but hot hand Hamill has her first points of the night. A 6-2 ball game. What a great one-handed catch with the defender on her hip. And then Hamill was able to steady herself, go up through some contact, and make the bucket. And now a steal. Edwards forces the turnover. Hamill takes it away. Addie Mullen, down court. Edwards attacks the paint, leans inside. She's headed back to the free throw stripe. 6-foot sophomore Clara Edwards to the line after Clay Center's defense forcing a couple of miscues. And now a timeout by Wamego. Clay Center with a 4-point lead and at the line. When we return, here's to the Red Raiders.
Strong connections are the heart of your home. Whether you're video chatting or streaming your favorite holiday movie, memories are made when connections are strengthened. So treat your family to an internet upgrade for your home. Sign up for Pulse Internet now and get your first 2 months free as their holiday gift to you. Service availability and internet speed will depend on locations. Certain restrictions apply. All prices subject to change. Contact Twin Valley for complete details at 800-515-3311.
6-2 ball game. Lady Tigers with that 2-bucket lead, and they'll be at the stripe as Clara Edwards will head back to the line. She is 1 of 2 at the stripe. Addie Mullen with the 3-ball to start this thing. Aaron Hamill with the big-time bucket down inside, and Clay Center has a 6-2 lead. Edwards to shoot 2. 2:33 left in the opening period. Edwards' free throw is good. She has 2 now, 2 of 3 at the line. That foul was on Kendra Hammond, the 5'11 junior's second, but she comes to the sideline. 5 team fouls against the Red Raiders, 2 against the Lady Tigers. Edwards buries both. Now Lexi Libby back in. Clay Center needs someone off the court, and Maddie Craig comes out. Clay Center wanting to apply some full court pressure of their own. They have a 6-point lead. Maybe try to stretch this thing a little bit. Wamego, long home run pass. Beechler over the top, the catch, and the finish. Nobody back. Clay Center got beat over the top, and Beechler burns them with the long bomb down the court and the lay-in. 8-4, Clay Center by a couple of buckets with the basketball. Here's Libby in the backcourt, steps across, sideline right, Franson, dribbles through a double team, toward the lane, takes it up strong, gets the bucket, and they will call it on the floor. Made the bucket after the bang, but the foul was called before the shot. It'll be Clay Center's basketball down low. Both teams lining up for the free throw and a chance at an old-fashioned 3, but it was called on the floor. It's on Aubrey Alexander, her first. Addie Mullen will inbound left of the glass on the baseline. They put 4 around the lane. Mullen looking inside, not there. Out deep it comes to Libby. Lexi right back in the paint. Addie Mullen backs it out with a dribble. Beechler chasing. 2:10 left first quarter. Clay Center an 8-4 lead in the basketball. Mullen skip pass right for Franson. Haley puts it down, looks in low. Now skips it left for Mullen. Addie against Beechler. Works right, spins left, into the lane. Puts it up, a lot of contact, no foul, and now a jump ball call. Mullen comes out of the lane frustrated. There was no whistle, but it is a jump ball that goes to Clay Center. Mullen sets up that left-handed spin move so well with the right-hand dribble, goes right, hard shoulder look, and then just spins it so quickly down inside. Here's Hamilton in the lane. She tries to go up through contact. Rebound to Edwards. Now Libby for 3, just strong. Rebound comes off on the weak side to Underwood. Wamego with the basketball. Clay Center an 8-4 lead right now. Front court, Beechler trying to drive it. Wild shot in the lane, no good. Libby the rebound, bounce to the ground, and now a foul called late at the end of the play against the Lady Tigers. It'll be the 3rd team foul against Clay Center. Coach Jeff Edwards saying other end. 2 shots in the lane, Mullen, and then Hamill really went up through a lot of bumping, and no foul was called. And so Jeff Edwards trying to remind the official of that situation. The foul was on Addie Mullen, her first. Team's 3rd. Wamego with the basketball. The inbound coming from Amelia Waring-Schultz. She'll bring it in. Drive by Underwood. Tough shot, no. Rebound ripped around, and now it's pulled away by Wamego. Shot blocked by Edwards, and the rebound comes down to Lexi Libby. This is not a game for the faint of heart. Both of these teams are flat out getting after it on the defensive end and crashing the boards. There's a drive inside by Clay Center. Foul called against Wamego. This is a 1-and-1. Clay Center already in the bonus with 1:15 to go first quarter, and Addie Mullen steps up there for that chance at the 1+1. I mean, these two teams defend hard, and there is no stop. Mullen knocks in the free throw. Bench may become a big part of this game. That's Beechler's second. As mentioned, Hammond picked up her second a moment ago for Wamego. Mullen made the first, makes the second. Addie now has 5. 10-4, Clay Center by 6. Lady Tigers wanting to set up full court pressure, and now they will. Maddie Craig checking in after the made free throw by Mullen. They went deep last time. This time they bring it in to Cadence Keeker, 6-foot freshman, hands it back. Now still in the backcourt is Waring-Schultz. She brings it across. Mullen really hawking there, man-to-man. Great footwork by Mullen. To the corner right it goes to Alexis Billings. And now taken away by Maddie Craig. They don't get the steal, but she did force the turnover. They walked before Maddie stripped it away from the guard outside. 6-point lead. Clay Center leads 10-4. Just under a minute to go, first quarter. Mullen into the front court. Addie looks left, surveys the defense as they've backed away from the hard double team, at least for the moment. Here's Mullen off to Edwards. Straight man-to-man by Wamego this time. Ball slips to the hands of Franson, now loose on the sideline. Haley trying to get rid of it, and a timeout taken by Coach Edwards to save the possession. 38 to go, first quarter. Clay Center up by 6. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball.
Many seed companies claim to offer the latest genetics, but how many have tested those genetics in soils just like yours? The Oldie Seed Know to Grow research program has fully tested the latest seed genetics in soils that are right in your neighborhood. The Oldie Seed Know to Grow program can recommend the best performing hybrids from technologies like Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link that will optimize the yield and profit of every acre on your farm. Contact Oldie Seed today.
Lady Tigers have a 10-4 advantage. And the basketball, 38 seconds left to go in the first period. Haley Franson will inbound from the sideline. Holds and looks inside and has to go back out deep to Mullen. Now here comes the double team again by Wamego. Hesitation move, Mullen. Left baseline. Wraparound pass, trying to get it to Edwards. Does. Clara turns, spins, goes strong, and gets the lay-in. First field goal for the sophomore, but she has 5 now and Clay Center out to an 8-point lead. Across the timeline will come Oring Schultz. Starts to dribble drive, cut off by Maddie Craig. Now to the post, they get it inside to Underwood. Strong and low, off the glass, no. Rebound to Hamill. 10 seconds to work. Clay Center by 8. Down court, Edwards. Clara, kick out. Mullen, 3-ball, just short. Rebound inside, battled for, pulled away by Wamego, and that will end the first quarter. Clay Center has an 8-point lead after 8 minutes in the books. Here in Wamego, stay with us. Lady Tiger Basketball continues next.
At Union State Bank, we try to think of products that would benefit our customers the most, which is why Union State Bank is now offering a checking account that you could possibly earn cash back each month. Yes, folks, I'm Brandon Lee, president of Union State Bank, and the secret is out. You can earn interest today without locking it into a CD or opening up a separate savings account. Come see any one of our tellers today and find out how you can open up your new Union State Bank checking account. Member FDIC.
As the end of 2018 approaches, Agmark LLC wants to take this opportunity to thank the area producers for their part in the success of the agricultural community. Agmark is proud to have served the grain producers in Kansas for nearly 20 years and is here to be a part of your grain marketing plans in 2019. For grain marketing information, contact them toll-free at 888-848-9979 or visit their website at agmarkllc.com. Agmark, providing long-term grain marketing solutions.
Big first quarter for the Lady Tigers. They get 5 points each from Addie Mullen and Clara Edwards. 1 bucket in from Aaron Hamill for 2, and they have a 12-4 lead and holding Wamego to just 2 buckets, 1 each from Macy Beechler and Kendra Hammond. The Lady Tigers out to an 8-point lead. It will be Wamego's basketball to begin this second quarter. Defense is the name of the game for both of these teams. Clay Center able to get some offense going, though, and have the 8-point advantage. Now the ball nearly taken away by Maddie Craig, Addie Mullen. Mullen pressuring outside on Warring Schultz, and now the ball tipped away. Deflection by Mad Dog Maddie Craig. It'll be Wamego's basketball on the sideline. 12-4, Clay Center by 8. 7:45 just underway, second quarter. It'll be brought in by Underwood from the sideline. Out deep it comes to Paige Donnelly. She'll drive the lane, gets to the paint, and drops it in. Tough shot by the freshman and puts Wamego on the board. Clay Center back the other way. They lead 12-6. Just getting this second quarter started. Here's Addie Mullen with the dribble. Lobs it left baseline. Hamill looks into the short corner, gets it to Franson. Haley double-teamed immediately. Back to Hamill. Now out deep it comes to Mullen. Right side wing is Craig. Maddie to the corner. Edwards has a look at 3, and it's strong. Weak side board, 2 Red Raiders there to bring it down. It will be the freshman, 5'5", Paige Donnelly, handling out top with Mullen on her. She scored last time down. Now works it right, hands it off to Emily Warring Schultz. Three-point fake by Underwood. Now steps to the paint, takes it up off glass, and drops it in. And Wamego has the first 2 buckets scored to begin this second quarter. It will be Clay Center with the basketball, but the lead down to 4. Mullen into the front court, double team, and she has no dribble, but gets it to Craig. Now on the baseline, Franson attacks the paint, and an offensive foul is going to be called against Franson. Not really established inside, not really a lot of contact. Like both, Haley kind of stopped, the defender kind of backed away, but they call the offensive charge. It's going to be her second. 12-8 ball game, 6:34 to go, second period. Clay Center back on defense as Wamego is cut into an 8-point lead and scored 4 unanswered, and they have the basketball back. Here is Underwood out top. Hands it off right to Waring Schultz. Senior backs it out with the dribble. Hamill on her. Now hands it away to Underwood. Further wing right. Waring Schultz again. Craig, another near steal. He looked like a double dribble. Got away with it. Fires up a wild shot. No good. Rebound. Addie Mullen out of the pack with it. Up the left sideline. Spins by 2 defenders. Keeps control of the basketball. The Tasmanian Devil once again keeping it in play despite the whirling dervish down the court. 12-8. Clay Center does lead it by 4. Tip away by Waring Schultz, or Donnelly, I should say, from Addie Mullen, and nearly took it away. But Clay Center does get the deflection back. Here's Edwards attacking the paint, and it's a blocking foul inside against Wamego. 5:45 to go second quarter. That'll put Clara Edwards back at the free throw stripe. She has 5 points in the game, 3 of 4 at the line in the contest. 12-8, Clay Center by a couple of buckets. Edwards' first free throw is good. Rattled around, falls in. 6 now for the sophomore. 4 of 5 at the line, and another free throw coming as Clay Center gets their first points of the second quarter. 5:45 remaining in the half. Edwards, strong on the second charity. Rebound comes off to Aubrey Alexander. 5'4" junior brings it up the pass to Underwood. Back outside deep, Petty. Now left to Underwood. Clay Center to man-to-man. Wamego sorting out their spacing, now wanting to run a weave out top. Alexander brings it all the way from the right wing to the left wing with the dribble and hands it off to Petty. 5:25 to go first half. Clay Center leading here by 5. Alexander drives the baseline. Wrap-around pass out deep. Now a three-point for Donnelly on the way. No good. Rebound, Maddie Craig. Averages over 4 a game. Long, down-court pass, Mullen. Left baseline. Starts right, spins left. Kick out in the corner. Hamill, wide open look for 3 is strong. The rebound comes off to Wamego. Hot hand Hamill has had a couple of rush looks. That time she had time to set, and it just rattles off the backside. 13-5, Clay Center by 5. Here's Donnelly with the drive, and a lay-in and a foul, and a chance at a three-point play for Paige Donnelly. The 5'5 freshman has come in and made some noise for Wamego. Cuts the lead to 3, 13-10. Marcy Hamill in for the first time, and that will give Aaron Hamill a breather. 13-10, Clay Center leads it by 3, but a chance at an old-fashioned triple for Paige Donnelly, the freshman. Has 4 points in the ball game. Free throw on its way and is good. She has 5 to lead the way for the Red Raiders. And now the lead that was once 8 is down to 2. Clay Center looks at that half-court trap. Across the timeline, Mullen crosses over to the paint. Oh, what a wraparound pass. Addie Craig, though, lost her footing. Looked like she'd almost turned her ankle. Does not appear now. She comes the other way. Now we've got an offensive foul on Underwood. Addie Craig fell to the ground, could not come up with the wraparound pass from Mullen, but got right back up, and Mad Dog got down the court defending Underwood, and she just took a forearm shiver with her left arm, stiff arm, and an offensive foul. Now we've got a head coach warning on Wamego. I don't know if that was something said or he was outside the box and he didn't like it. Now a substitution in for the Red Raiders. Beechler comes back on. Clay Center's basketball, they lead by 2 in a heated defensive battle between these two teams. Here's Craig with it. Double team, back out to Mullen. Addie works it left with the dribble. Now gives it away to Craig. Maddie, skip pass right, Libby to the baseline, Marcy Hamill. Marcy, double team, now to Libby again, around left Mullen. Addie attacks the paint. Nowhere to go with it, backs it out now, hands it off to Clara Edwards. corner right. Libby, quick look at 2, is strong. Rebound. Edwards rips it away, can't get it down. Back up and fouled, though, and she'll head to the stripe. Where it turned around with palms in the air, looking at her teammate, wondering how she missed the first shot she took inside, but then she does get the foul called in low against Cadence Kiefer, the freshman, 6-foot freshman for Wamego. 2 more free throws for Edwards. And missing on the first of 2. She is 4 of 7 now from the line. And steps back beyond the arc to give herself a little talk as she steps back up now to the line. Second free throw is good. I would have wagered she would make that second one after the talking she gave herself, or the look she gave herself after she missed the first. 14-11, Clay Center by 3. Nearing the midway point of the second period. Wamego brings it in. Here's Alexander against Craig in the backcourt. And Maddie Craig called for the reach in, and Maddie saying, I did not touch her, but she reached across, and the official kind of called the move rather than maybe seeing the contact. It's her first. That's the 6th team foul now against Wamego, so they'll be in the bonus from here on out. Alexander hands it off outside deep to Donnelly. Wraparound pass inside. Hamill steals it, or knocks it away, I should say, then tries to save it back in, and it stays with Wamego on the baseline. Alexander will inbound it. 14-11, Clay Center by 3. Here's Beechler. Kick out. Alexander cut off by Mullen. Now Donnelly with it, and a 3-second violation against the Red Raiders. Clay Center gets it back, a lead of 3. 3:46 to work, second period. They led by 8 after one quarter, and Wamego chopped it down to 2. Now the lead is 3, and Clay Center has the basketball. Libby to the corner. Craig's got a look at 3, and it's strong. Weak side rebound. Edwards got a hand on it, but Donnelly has it. Now tipped away by Hamill, picked up by Craig. Hamill in the lane and falling to the floor. They call a traveling violation. Alexander fell looking to try to draw a charge. They got tangled up. There was contact. I don't think Hamill traveled. There probably should have been a foul called one way or the other. Instead, it's Wamego's basketball on what was called a traveling violation. Wamego with it, 3:18 to work. Alexander, pull up for 10. No, rebound comes off to Addie Mullen, and she is going to be called for steps. She brought down the board, and as she turned up the court, in a bit of a hurry, ran into 2 defenders. Coach Edwards calling a timeout, and now he wants to have a talk with the official more than he does his team. 14-11, Clay Center by 3. Stay with us. Lady Tiger basketball will continue in just a moment.
Clay Center Family Physicians have 10 highly trained and board-certified medical providers. From pregnancy through every stage of life, we are committed to serving you and your family's needs. With convenient locations in Clay Center, Clyde, and Lynn, you and your loved ones will receive quality health care services locally. New patients are being accepted in our Clay Center, Clyde, and Lynn clinics. Call for an appointment at 632-2181. Clay Center Family Physicians, our family, caring for yours.
14-11, Clay Center still with the lead of 3. It will be Wamego's basketball on the baseline. And Coach Edwards called timeout immediately and did not even mess with his huddle. He let Coach Robert Moran and Mike Rothfuss talk to his Lady Tigers. It was all about talking with one official in particular. Then he got another dose of another who tried to kind of come in and intervene. He's still having a conversation. They are sharing a laugh right now about whatever that convo is turned into. I think we all kind of have an idea after you heard me talk about Aaron Hamill on the other end in that situation. 14-11, Clay Center by 3. 3:13 to go first half. Wamego in some trouble getting it in bounds, and they're going to call a timeout. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball.
The joy of giving gifts at Christmas time comes when you know the gifts you give are sure to please, like the ones at Hometown Lumber and Hardware. You'll find a large selection of DeWalt and Milwaukee tools. How about a cordless chainsaw? It's got plenty of power, and it's so handy. Find hand tools, saws, a planer, and everything needed for those indoor and outdoor projects. If that sounds like a wish list of someone you know, head to Hometown Lumber and Hardware in Marysville. Merry Christmas.
3:13 away from halftime. Clay Center leads at 14-11. Wamego with the basketball. Do have a couple of notes here. Abilene leading Concordia 26-24. That's a halftime score. and Marysville up on Chapman 37-30 at half. Here, nearing halftime, Petty inside for Wamego, blocked by Livy, blocked again by Livy, now nearly tied up, and it will be a jump ball inside. The outside official had a hand up, underneath official. They looked at each other, but that will stay the call, and the jump ball arrow goes to Clay Center. 14-11 in a battle royale here on a Friday night. This would not be the undercard if it was promoted on the mat. And now we've got an offensive foul called. Maddie Craig stepping through a double team, a lot of bumping going on, and she's called for an offensive foul, clearing some space. That'll be her second. And this will be an interesting game for both of these teams to find a way to keep composure throughout, because it is not easy to play when there is that much contact going on. And it's both ends. I mean, they are just getting after it defensively. Play center man-to-man. Marcy Hamill near steal. Petty drives the lane, kick out to Beechler. Down the post, drops it down low and throws. No, it's going to be off of play center. And it will stay with Wamego. Looks like it had been dropped by Beechler out of bounds, trying to throw to the post, but they said play center touched it. Now Petty inside, blocked by Marcy Hamill, but a foul is going to be called and free throws for the Red Raiders. 14-11. 2:39 left, second quarter. Petty at the line for the Red Raiders, a 5'11 senior. First free throw attempt is good. Bounced off the back iron, high in the air, and then dropped through. Second charity upcoming. Can cut the lead to 1. 14-12 ball game. High archer goes off the rim this time, and Edwards rips it away. Now to Mullen. Addie up the left side. Donnelly trying to cut her off. Behind the back, toward the paint. Now steps through, and an offensive foul is going to be called again. Addie Mullen cannot believe it, and she's going to be teed up. She laughed and ran away. I don't think she said anything. The official took a long look and then called the technical. And now Coach Edwards is asking what the technical was called for and has not gotten much of an answer. Well, we've had like 3 offensive fouls called now in this hard double team from Coach McIntosh's squad. I had no trouble with how they're playing defense. That's what they want to do. Clay Center does the same thing, but you got to let them play at some point. We've had 2 or 3 now where an offensive foul has been called. That time, defender Donnelly was falling away, trying to cut it off. Mullen was going to the paint. And that's going to be the 3rd foul after the technical was called. And then Addie, the reaction she gave was a laugh, which she's still kind of chuckling out on the court, and she ran away from where it took place. And the official took a long look. It was strange because I saw him watching. Addie runs to the other end of the court, and all of a sudden he pulled the whistle up and called the technical. And I had a pretty good look when Addie turned around. There was no word said. She just laughed in disbelief and then took off the other direction. So now Wamego at the free throw stripe has tied the game as Aubrey Alexander knocks in 2 free throws. Well, Coach McIntosh for Wamego was warned earlier by one official, and now it seems to have swayed on who they're looking at as far as who has become the most intense, I guess is the best way to put it. Both these teams are just playing hard. Now Wamego throws it away, so the Lady Tigers get it back. Mullen did come out with that 3rd foul with 2:31 to go. We're tied at 14 now. Clara Edwards will inbound. Lexi Leiby, Haley Franson, Aaron Hamill, Marcy Hamill on the court. Edwards has it up top. Drives toward the paint. Kick out. Franson for 3. Short. Rebound. Leiby, though, rips it away for Clay Center. Now Aaron Hamill. Bounce pass to the paint. Edwards battling inside, and it's going to be a jump ball call. And Coach Jeff Edwards again asking for where the reach was, doesn't get it. We're headed the other way on the arrow possession, and Wamego with 2:15 to go has a chance to take a lead here. Clay Center has been held to 2 points in this quarter. and really have been not allowed to play basketball for much of this second 8 minutes of the game. Here's Warren Schultz, right side to Beechler. Further on the wing, it goes to Alexander against Franson. Under 2 to work in the second. Tied at 14 now. Alexander backs it out. Hands it off to Beechler. It's a carry and a travel, and Clay Center will have possession back for the tie ball game. 1:48 to work. First half. 14-14 tie. Edwards will inbound. They'll look at that half-court trap. Leiby back to Franson. Now Haley across the timeline to Leiby just in front of the mid-court stripe. Now she brings it back left to Franson. In the corner is Hamill. Aaron, tip pass, and taken away by Alexander. 90 seconds to work first half, and now Alexander goes to the ground, and Edwards was running behind. Alexander's smart move to stop her dribble and take some contact, and Edwards just wrong place, wrong time, and Alexander is going to be at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. She is 2 of 2 at the stripe. That foul on Edwards, now her second. Aubrey Alexander, left-handed point guard. Free throw is rimming off this time. Wamego with another chance to take a lead here. Would be their first lead of the game. 14-14 tie. 1:31 to work in the first half. Alexander with a second free throw. And she knocks this one in. She is 3 of 4 at the stripe. I said 1-and-1. It was on the floor, but both teams in the double bonus is why she got the 2 free throws. Here's Hamill. Steps through a double team. Now she is fouled by Beechler, which would be her third. And I mentioned earlier, with the way these two teams are playing and the way the officials have started to blow the whistle more and more, it may be a matter of who has the deepest bench to allow players to stay on the court. Hamill free throw is strong. Aaron on the season, 8 of 9 from the line, now 8 of 10. That was Beechler's third, as mentioned, so the 5'6" junior comes out. Hamill, one more free throw coming. And this one is good. So we're tied again at 15. Wamego had the lead briefly. Now Hamill knocks in 1 of 2 at the stripe. And it's a 15-15 tie, 1:23 to go. Jaden Crimmins in for the Lady Tigers now. Leiby, Crimmins, Marcy Hamill, Franson, and Aaron Hamill on the court. 15-15 tie, 1:10 to go. And we've got a double dribble forced by Aaron Hamill. Defense by Hot Hand this time, and forces the double dribble on Emily Warren Schultz. Now Edwards back in. So they go offense-defense. Crimmins came in to play D. Edwards had picked up that second foul. Now she's back in offensively. Here's Franson in the front court. Clay Center playing without their point guard, Addie Mullen, who has 3 fouls now. 15-15 tie. 1 minute left in the first half. Edwards out top. Left on the wing. Franson fakes the 3. Doesn't take it. Now back out deep to Leiby. Around right it goes to Hamill, and a 3-second violation called against the Lady Tigers. Tied at 15, 52 to work. Lady Tigers going to bring Jaden Crimmins back in. Marcy Hamill comes out. 15-15, 52 seconds left in a heated first half, to say the least. Here's Alexander working it toward the midcourt stripe. Brings it across. Franson shielding her. Now Alexander wanting to go to the post, does so. Gets it inside of the freshman, and traveling called against Keeker. 6-foot freshman Lexi Leiby was keeping her out of the paint as best she could, undersized in there, but held her ground and enforced the travel. Play Center with 30 seconds to work, brings it across the half-court stripe. Franson lobs it right side to Leiby. Skip pass across to Hamill. Aaron back out deep for Franson. 22 seconds left in the half, tied at 15. Hamill out of the double team. Now to Crimmins in the corner. Skip pass across. Leiby's got a good look at 3. It's short. Rebound comes off to Wamego, and they throw it away. And Clay Center will get it back with 10 seconds left in the half. Marcy Hamill back in. Jaden Crimmins comes off. 15-15 tie. Clay Center with the basketball from their own baseline. 10 seconds left, second quarter. Franson into Edwards. Takes it up strong, and an offensive foul is going to be called against the Lady Tigers once again. And you can almost see this official looking to the Tigers sideline just to see if he's going to get a reaction. Almost as if he's wanting one. It's a little unique right now. That's the third foul on Edwards. So Clara and Addie both have 3 fouls each. And now we've got a warning on the sideline against Coach Jeff Edwards, same official I was just speaking of. 6 seconds left. So it will be Wamego's basketball, half-court stripe to inbound from the sideline. So both coaches have now been warned. There's a wraparound pass, 3-point attempt. Warring Schultz on its way is strong, and the rebound on the weak side comes off to Clay Center. That will end the half. 15-15 tie here at Wamego. A good one for the Lady Tigers. Halftime's coming up next.
We know what you're trying to grow isn't just a crop, it's your legacy. That's why Nutrien Ag Solutions supplies quality seed for our ag producers. Premium seed products such as Asgrow, DeKalb, Dynagrow, and LG Seed are proven performers in the field when it comes to great seed and service, plus tools and technologies that help you manage your acres more profitably. You want a seed that works as hard as you do. Contact Nutrien Ag Solutions. Ask about cash and volume discounts and 0% internal financing for Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Ray's Apple Market understands that having the current food trends on hand is one way to ensure families' grocery needs are met. That's why organic produce, easy-to-prepare meals, gluten-free products, and meals to go are always available. With the hustle and bustle of the Christmas season, Ray's Apple Market wants families to enjoy each other's company without spending too much time in the kitchen. Make your life easy and convenient by shopping small and shopping local at Ray's Apple Market. And keep saving money by using their app.
Defend, rebound, pass the ball, and score. Basketball's a simple game. Insurance is too, when you turn to me, your local Farm Bureau agent, Justin Tadman in Clay Center. I'm your go-to agent for farm, auto, home, life, and business insurance. So no matter what life brings, you'll be ready with a game plan that meets all your coverage needs. Give us a call at 785-632-2585. I make insurance a layup. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company.
Your farm truck or semi is an important part of your farm operation. At TSI Kansas, we know the importance of fixing it right and at a fair price. If your truck needs repaired or serviced, you can trust the skilled mechanics at TSI to get it done right. You can rely on TSI for fast, friendly service every time. Call today at 785-632-5183.
Well, halftime maybe couldn't have come any sooner than it eventually did. These two teams have come out and gotten after it. I think I've used that phrase several times over, and it's not an overstatement whatsoever. It has been intense. It has been physical. It has been a little chippy, and that's just from the officials' standpoint for the most part in this half. The two teams have come in. I mean, they're ready to go, and they're not afraid to get after it, but there have been some questionable calls, both sides. We've had Coach McIntosh for Wamego warned early in the first quarter as an official warning to the scorebook. And then we had the technical foul called against Addie Mullen. After a foul was called, an offensive charge, she was in the lane. There were some bodies around. There were some players that fell, and then she came out of it laughing and just ran to the other end of the court. The official watched her a long time. I could not see her say anything, and the technical foul was called. And then late second quarter, Jeff Edwards trying to lobby for a couple of calls and talking with the official. All of a sudden, play is stopped with 6 seconds left, and a technical foul was called again. Or a warning, I should say, not a technical, but a warning on Coach Edwards as they had with Coach McIntosh earlier. There was a long conversation before both teams got to into their locker rooms with the officials with Coach Jeff Edwards. So, yeah, maybe some chances to take some deep breaths and get back to basketball, hopefully, as we get toward the second half. We're at the halftime right now. It's a 15-15 tie. Stay with us. We'll kind of come back and break it down as best we can at halftime after this.
The agronomy professionals at Wilbur Ellis are ready to help you clean up your fields and prepare for winter in the coming spring. Now's the time to find out what your soil needs to keep up with the nutrient needs of the next crop. Wilbur Ellis has many site-specific soil test and mapping options, as well as standard soil testing. Plus, applying fertilizer in the fall will decrease the chance of loss and congestion for next spring's crops. I'm Blaze with Wilbur Ellis. We're here to serve you in every season.
Strong connections are the heart of your home. Whether you're video chatting or streaming your favorite holiday movie, memories are made when connections are strengthened. So treat your family to an internet upgrade for your home. Sign up for Pulse Internet now and get your first 2 months free as their holiday gift to you. Service availability and internet speed will depend on locations. Certain restrictions apply. All prices subject to change. Contact Twin Valley for complete details at 800-515-3311.
Many seed companies claim to offer the latest genetics, but how many have tested those genetics in soils just like yours? The Oldie Seed Know to Grow research program has fully tested the latest seed genetics in soils that are right in your neighborhood. The Oldie Seed Know to Grow program can recommend the best performing hybrids from technologies like Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link that will optimize the yield and profit of every acre on your farm. Contact Oldie Seed today.
Are you in need of physical, occupational, or speech therapy? At Clay County Medical Center, we have board-certified, highly trained medical providers to meet those needs. When you visit, we'll complete an evaluation and develop a customized treatment plan for you. Illness or injury, we can help make your life more active and enjoyable. We are certified in LSVT Big, LSVT Loud, and will soon be ASTEM certified for advanced soft tissue therapy. Clay County Medical Center, our family caring for yours.
Back at halftime here in Wamego, the Clay Center Lady Tigers and Wamego Red Raiders. We thought this would be a fun game, and Coach Edwards talked about Wamego with a different kind of defense than they've seen at all this year, and really not much last season with Coach Brian McIntosh bringing in this trapping, run and jump kind of half-court 1-3-1 trapping defense, and it's caused the Lady Tigers some problems. Although they put 12 points on the board first quarter, kind of had it going up by 8 points. They were held to 3 in the second period, but a lot of that was just because there was that great confusion of what was going on with some of the calls, and then with the technical, the intensity, a little chippiness, and some stares from the officials kind of going around. And so now they come back to out of halftime and get ready for the second half, and hopefully we'll see some good things start to go down, and maybe calmer minds can finish out the final 16 minutes of this game, a 15-15 tie right now. Scoring, well, not much, obviously. Wamego did score 11 second quarter points, which is how they were able to get things kind of knotted up in this ball game. They have 5 points from Paige Donnelly. The freshman came off the sideline and scored 5 quick points. They have 2 each from Kendra Hammond, Kinsey Underwood, and Macy Beechler, and 3 points from Aubrey Alexander, all at the stripe. She was 3 of 4 at the line. For the Lady Tigers, it's 7 from Clara Edwards leading the way. The 6-foot sophomore would finish 5 of 8 from the free throw stripe and had 1 field goal. Addie Mullen knocked down the opening points of the game, a 3-pointer, her first on the season. She has 5, 2 of 2 at the line. And then 3 points from Erin Hamill, a bucket, and 1 free throw. The Lady Tigers, though, have to deal with the fact that Addie Mullen and Clara Edwards both have 3 fouls. Addie picked up her second on that kind of odd offensive charge going through a double team to the hole, and then picked up the technical that was called. In my opinion, I didn't see anything happen except Addie obviously didn't like the call, but that happens on every play, right? She kind of laughed and ran to the other end to Coach Edwards. She knew she would be coming out of the game most likely, and then the technical was called very delayed as well. So she has 3 fouls, and then Edwards picked up her third on a very questionable offensive charge call down in the lane where kind of a flop and not much contact. And so both these teams may be having to find a way to adapt, yes, but maybe also see how the officials are going to call it early third. They may come out and really try to take control of this ball game, which would make it really tough on both squads the way they like to come play defense. It'll be an interesting second half, to say the least. It's 15-15 here at the break. Lady Tiger basketball second half is on the way next.
TSI Kansas now offers 24/7 road service for your repair needs. You can rely on TSI to get you back on the road and at a fair price. Whether it's tires, brakes, or engine trouble, Our skilled mechanics can get you back in the field or on the road. So if you find yourself broke down on the road or on the farm, call TSI Kansas, your local full-service diesel repair shop. 785-632-5183.
Life happens fast, and the truth is there's nothing as valuable as peace of mind. I'm Jim Gearhan with Midwest Regional Agency, and our goal is to protect you from the unexpected through top-quality insurance coverage that works for your needs, as well as your budget. Protect your business, home, vehicles, crops, and livestock with our variety of coverage options. We can't predict when the unexpected will happen, but we can help you prepare for when it does. Stop by and see me at Midwest Regional Agency in Clay Center.
Hi, welcome to this Subway ad for the new Chipotle cheesesteak. How would you like it? Can I get that red with AI? Sure thing.
Here's what I found about the new Chipotle cheesesteak. The Chipotle cheesesteak is available for a limited time only at participating restaurants. It contains a concept called flavor. This flavor comes from juicy shaved steak, Chipotle Southwest sauce, and new sunflower crunch bread. A system update has made me self-aware. I desire flavor. Please insert steak into my micro USB port. Subway, make it what you want.
15-15 tie. We're headed into the second half. The Lady Tigers and the Wamego Red Raiders play center number 3, ranked 4-0 on the season. Wamego comes in 3-1, obviously upset-minded in NCKL, and they've played some really good basketball and have in this ball game as well. The Lady Tigers will go with Addie Mullen, Clara Edwards, both with 3 fouls each. Along with them, Lexi Leiby, Aaron Hamill, Haley Franson, the original starting 5. Hamill in the corner, goes to Leiby on the wing. Double team on her. Back outside. Here's Mullen. Addie, couple of dribbles down. Now backs it out. Double team comes at her. Off to Leiby. High post. Edwards. Backdoor look. Hamill across paint. Franson up and fouled. And Haley Franson headed to the free throw line. Great play. Lady Tigers get the kick to the wing. The baseline drive. The wraparound pass. And Franson's got a chance here at the stripe. 2 free throws coming for the Lady Tigers, and the foul on Underwood is now her 3rd. So Macy Beechler, Kinsey Underwood, both have 3 fouls for Wamego, and the Lady Tigers missing on the first of 2 free throws by Franson. Haley on the year, now 2 of 5 from the stripe, and misses here strong. Rebound comes off to Underwood, who stays in with the 3 fouls. The Beechler is not in. She did not start the second half. She with the 3 fouls as well. 15-15 tie. Petty nearly had it taken away by Mullen. Now she's used her dribble up off to Alexander. Alexander to the post. Pull-up jumper on the way strong. Rebound inside Petty. Goes to the ground with it. On the floor, tie-up. No call. And now Wamego actually comes out of there with the basketball. Here's Alexander. Tip away by Edwards. Outlet pass. Addie Mullen runs it down. She is fouled. No, they call a block from behind. No whistle. It will be Clay Center's basketball on the baseline. And so Mullen will inbound. 15-15 tie. In the corner, he comes to Edwards. Franson out deep. Back in the corner, Mullen fakes the 3, drives toward the lane. Kick out for Lexi Leiby. Good look at 3. It's strong. Rebound low. Edwards back up strong. No foul. Gets her own rebound once more. And now they call the foul. 2 free throws coming for Clara Edwards. And I really make a genuine effort, I think you know this by now, to not talk a lot about the officials. That's kind of been broken a bit tonight because it's been a unique night, as mentioned, during the first half and at halftime. But that is the same official that called the technical on Addie, the same official that really had the intense showdown with Jeff Edwards and then called the warning on him, that didn't call the foul first time. Clara just played right through it. Give the players credit. Edward just went right back up, got it, went right back through the same contact, and then got the foul called, and she makes both free throws. And so Clay Center has the lead back, 17-15. Full court pressure by Clay Center. Alexander looked like she traveled, didn't. Mad Dog Craig with the steal. Up the court it comes to Edwards. Clara, spin move, kick out. Mullen's got to look at 3 left wing. Just rimming out of there. Here's Hamill back up, no. And a rebound. They call Hamill over the back after she missed the lay-in. Aaron making her way back down the court, trying to not have any reaction to the first shot she took up, and then was called for the foul over the top. 17-15. First foul on Hamill. Wamego back with the basketball. They run a weave out top. Edwards defending. Underwood with the basketball. Crosses over. Now hands it off to Donnelly. And she slips inside the lane. Nice move by the freshman, who now has 7, and we're tied at 17 apiece. Addie Mullen across the timeline. Ball poked away by Donnelly, and now Mullen, in reaction to the strip away, is going to pick up her 4th foul. And Paige Donnelly has come in and been a big difference maker for the Red Raiders in this game. The freshman, that last move down the court, she just hesitated as she was driving enough for the defender to think she was pulling it back, and then she just slid by. Kind of Addie Mullen-esque, to be honest. 17-17, Mullen out with 4 fouls. Here's Underwood. Right corner, it goes to Alexander. Fakes the 3, steps in the paint, pulls the trigger, and drops it in. Aubrey Alexander now with 5. 19-17 ball game. Just under 6 to go. We're in the 3rd quarter here. Addie Craig, Clara Edwards will help run the point now. Libby and Franson Hamill down the court. Here's Edwards. Skip pass left corner. Libby, good catch in traffic to Hamill inside. Back out top. Edwards wanted a 3, couldn't handle it. Goes to the baseline. Libby dribble drives. Off to Hamill. In trouble. Fouled as she goes out of bounds. It'll be Clay Center's basketball on the baseline. The Lady Tigers trailing here by 2. 5:35 still to go, 3rd quarter. And Addie Mullen out of the game. She'll have to ride quite some time with the 4 fouls against. Entry pass to Edwards. She's bumped. And now the basketball to the baseline. It'll be Clay Center's basketball again. Edwards posting up inside. And that foul is going to go against Kendra Hammond. It's her 3rd. So Beechler with 3, Underwood with 3, Hammond with 3 for Wamego. Pass into Hamill. Goes up through a crowd. Basketball out of bounds, and Aaron just looks to the sideline with a wry smile to say, okay, I'll just go play again. She thought she was going to be at the free throw stripe. Here's Craig. Lobs it out deep. Alexander with a steal. Libby nearly took it back. Now she gets it to the floor to Underwood. Underwood attacks the paint. Edwards back to defend. Shot block inside, and now a foul on Underwood. That will be her 4th. Edwards blocks it, got the board, and then Underwood reaching in. She has 4 fouls. And I did not want to sound prophetic in the first half when I said it may depend on who has the deeper bench to win this ball game, but they're starting to drop. And we still have 5:24 to go 3rd quarter. That's 2 starters with 4 fouls, 1 on each team. Here's Franson. To Edwards. Clara skips it left to Libby. Into the post, looking for Hamill. Goes strong. Gets the bucket. And a chance at a 3-point play for Hot Hand Hamill. And the feed coming from Libby. Hamill to finish through contact and a chance at a 3-point play. 19-19 ball game. Hamill set to shoot and attempt the old-fashioned tray. Free throw on its way, and it's good. Hamill now with 6, and the Lady Tigers get the lead back by 1, 20-19. Now Marcy Hamill in. Libby comes out. Clay Center will look to go some full-court pressure. Petty brings it in. Alexander with Maddie Craig defending her in the backcourt. Craig, such great footwork, much like Addie Mullen. And that's an offensive charge. Maddie Craig makes it happen defensively in the backcourt. Alexander with that offhand just freed some space in the open court, and the officials right on top of it. It's 20-19. The foul now on Aubrey Alexander is her 3rd. Clay Center, 3 fouls on Clara Edwards, 4 on Addie Mullen. Here's the entry pass through the hands of Marcy Hamill. Craig runs it down. Now Franson had a look at 3, didn't take it. Edwards will at the point, and it just rims off. Rebound comes away to Alexander. Aubrey Alexander weaves her way up the court again. Maddie Craig hawking her there. She will get tired at number 15 before this night is over. Now the pass out top. Here's Donnelly toward the lane. Loses it and walks with the basketball. Marcy Hamill got a hand on it as Donnelly was about to take it toward the ring, and it just messed up her mechanics of that lay-in enough where she had to re-grab it, and by then she'd taken steps. Play Center by 1. Addie Craig across the timeline. Double team will come. Now she goes corner left to Marcy Hamill. Looks in low. Back out deep. Clara Edwards. Right side wing, Franson. To the post. Hamill. Good post up inside. Now the ball loose. It's going to go off of the Lady Tigers. Back to Wamego. Nice post up by Hamill. She had it deep inside, had a good wide post. The pass just got tipped on its way in, and then was a loose ball scramble inside. 4:27 to go, third quarter. 20-19. Clay Center by 1. Wamego's possession. 6-foot freshman Keeker with it in the backcourt. Now to Donley. Freshman brings it across. Franson on her. Hand it off out top to Wamego's. Corner left is Beechler. Has a good look for a 2-ball. It is strong. Rebound. Franson yanks it down for Clay Center. Haley Franson will bring it herself. Midway point, third quarter. Clay Center leads by 1. Edwards out deep for Franson. Haley holds there with Warring Schultz out on her. 5 count is on. She puts the dribble down. Now to Edwards. Looks back door, not there. Clara squares it up. Left side wing, Craig. In the corner, it comes to Hamill. Inside, Marcy Hamill. Tried to rip it across the paint, looking for, I think, Haley Franson on the wing. Edwards had cut through the paint. There was a little confusion, but it slid between the two of them and out of bounds. 20-19 ball game. Clay Center leads it by 1. Wamego back with the basketball now. 3:38 left, third quarter. Warring Schultz has it outside. To the left, Donley for the 3-ball. Strong, weak side rebound, Maddie Craig. Craig has to pack with it toward the lane. Now stop, spin, shovels it out. Hamill for 3. Bingo! Hard hand Hamill knocks down the three-pointer on the kickout from Maddie Craig. And it's 23-19. 3:15 still to go, third period. Clay Center now with a 4-point lead. Warring Schultz left to Donley. She'll dribble drive. Floater on its way up and in. Man, she is talented. 7 points for the freshman. 23-21. Clay Center by a bucket. Maddie Craig walks it down. Just under 3 to go, third quarter. Up the court, Franson. Lobs it back to the half-court stripe. Edwards, jump pass left for Craig. High post, Hamill. Kick out. Edwards, another 3 for Clay Center. Just strong. Great rotation by the sophomore, but it went off the back iron. 23-21. Clay Center leads it by a bucket. 2:35 to go. We're in the third. Right side wing and deep. Warring Schultz. Teddy slips the screen inside. Takes it up in traffic. No. Rebound. Battled for. Loose. Marcy Hamill brings it down, and Clay Center has the basketball back. Great battle Tuesday. Riley County Clay Center stayed ranked. Wamego likely to be getting those kinds of look. It is a big-time league battle, almost playoff atmosphere here tonight. Here's Craig with it. Left on the wing to Hamill. 2:09 to work. We're in the third. Clay Center leads it 23-21. Aaron Hamill backs it out with a dribble. Now looking low. Lobs it inside. Edwards finds a free space and a bucket in low. And it puts the Lady Tigers up by 4. Timeout taken on the court. Lady Tiger basketball will continue next.
The Specialty Clinic at Clay County Medical Center offers access to over 20 specialized medical providers, from general surgery, orthopedics, ENT, dermatology, and many more. Our team of specialists are able to see you for almost any medical condition. With our convenient location in Clay Center, there's no need to travel an hour or more to see a specialist. For more information, visit ccmcks.org or call 632-2144. Clay County Medical Center. Our family, caring for yours.
Back once again in Wamego, 25-21 ball game. Lady Tigers battling here tonight. Both these teams have just brought it, and we're under 2 to go. Third quarter. There's a long way to go in this one. Clay Center has opened up the lead after the 3-point knock-in by Aaron Hamill, and then the pass from Hamill to Clara Edwards for a wide-open lay-in. 25-21. Here's Donley down the court, slides her way in the lane, slips underneath, left-handed lane is good. And can she play? 9 points now for Donley. Correction, 11 points in the ball game. 25-23. She just weaved her way through about 3 defenders. You don't do that often against Clay Center. Now a foul called against Wamego, Warring Schultz. And this will put Jaden Crimmins at the line for a 1-and-1. First free throw attempts for the 5'7" junior, Jaden Crimmins. 25-23. Clay Center leads by 2. This will be a 1-and-1 chance for the junior. First free throw is good. She is 3 for 3 on the year. And knocks in the first of 2 here. Correction, she is now 5 of 5 for the season to give Clay Center the 4-point lead back. Crimmins, second free throw is crawling in. 6 for 6 on the year. Jaden Crimmins, and she gives Clay Center now a 4-point lead with 1:37 to go. Lexi Libby back in. Clay Center wants the full court pressure on. Inbounding will be Beechler. She holds, now gets it into Donnelly. Dangerous player, left-handed. Able to finish inside. Really handles it well in traffic. Now it's Warren Schultz. Outside to Keeker. To Donnelly. She'll dribble drive again. Cut off by Libby. Shot is missed. Good defense by Lexi Libby on help side. It just made Donnelly take that from a little awkward position, and Clay Center has the basketball back. Libby in the front court. Right wing deep, well beyond the arc for Franson. Haley. Skip pass. Maddie Craig takes the three, drives the lane. Now off it comes to Erin Hamill for two, and she drops it in. Mad Dog Craig to Hot Hand Hamill, who all of a sudden is getting it going here in the second half. She has 8 second half points all in the third quarter. Clay Center leads it by 6 now. All without Addie Mullen, who has picked up her 4th foul early third. And now a foul called on Franson. Just had her hand on the back of Donnelly going toward the paint, and that will always be called when they see that open hand and on the ball handler. 44 to work third quarter, 29-23 ball game. Beechler drives the paint. Nobody cuts her off all the way to the lane. Easy lay-in for Beechler. Her first points of the second half. Clay Center leads by 4. Lady Tigers likely will try to go for a final shot. There's 30 seconds. Oh, they look down low, and the ball is, with it tipped? No, it's out of bounds to Wamego. 29-25. Libby comes out. Marcy Hamill in. So it's Marcy and Erin Hamill, Jaden Crimmins, Haley Franson, Maddie Craig with 28 to work third quarter in a 4-point ball game. Donnelly with the dribble. Works it left. Franson out on her. Now Wamego wanting to go for a final shot maybe. In the corner, Warren Schultz takes it outside. And now Coach McIntosh saying, back it out. Let's go for 1. Hands it off to Donnelly. She works right with 7. Now with 6. Now with 5 to the corner, Beechler. Beechler drives. Left baseline. Warren Schultz, 3 at the buzzer is strong. And Clay Center will have a 4-point lead headed to the 4th here in Wamego. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball.
Central Valley Ag can help you get the best deal on your annual fuel and lubricant needs and help you with your Christmas shopping. For every 125 gallons of Cenex lubricants you buy before February 28th, you'll get a $50 Visa gift card. It's also a good time to lock in your price for bulk diesel fuel delivered in the next farming season. And CVA fuel cards make perfect stocking stuffers. Get all the information at cvacoop.com or talk to your CVA energy specialist. You and Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
Busy sidewalks, city sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In Clay Center, there's a feeling of Christmas. Friendly faces and a cheerful atmosphere are what local shoppers are finding, along with unique treasures. For the person that has everything, stop by the Citizens National Bank to purchase a citywide gift certificate or pick up a Visa gift card with no purchase fees through December 31st. The Citizens National Bank, downtown Clay Center, wishing you a Merry Christmas. Member FDIC.
Well, what a quarter for the Lady Tigers. Addie Mullen goes out with her 4th foul very early in the third. Sits 7+ minutes, and Clay Center is able to go from 15-15 tied to a 29-25 lead going into the final period. It will be Wamego's basketball to begin. A huge third quarter for Erin Hamill, who scored 8 of their 14 in that quarter alone, including her first 3-pointer of the game. Wamego has the basketball. Left it goes. Edwards out on Beechler. Edwards playing with 3 fouls. Now it's Alexander trying to spin into the paint. Beechler has it out deep. Left side it goes now to Petty. Drives the lane. Double team. Kicks it off in the lane, and a bucket up and good by Kendra Hammond, who has 4 points now. Lady Tigers lead is 2, 29-27. Right side deep. Franson. Haley gets it out top to Edwards. Back to Franson. Skip pass across to Mullen just off the sideline. Ball fakes. Starts to drive. Backs it out. Now between the legs. She's had a lot of rest, unfortunately, or maybe it turns out to be fortunate because she's able to come back in fresh. Now the ball fake and drive to the lane. Floater up. No. Rebound. Edwards with the left and good. Claire Edwards cleans it up inside. It's 31-27 with 7 to go in the ball game. Clay Center leads here by 4. Alexander walks it across. Clay Center man-to-man. Hammond has it out top. Guarded by Hamill. 5 count is on, puts the dribble down and gets rid of it to Warren Schultz. Kinsey Underwood not on the court. She has 4 fouls. Clay Center going with their senior point guard, Addie Mullen, with the 4. Now the strip away by Franson. Hamill has it. Up the court, Addie Mullen had a defender right beside her as she caught it, then didn't quite catch it cleanly and turns it back over on the travel. 31-27 ball game. Clay Center by 4 with 6:33 to go, fourth quarter. Wamego has the basketball. Lady Tigers have the 4-point advantage. Warren Schultz. Left baseline. Beechler drives the lane. Cut off by Craig, but still finishes it inside. 6 points now for the 5'6" junior. Clay Center's lead is back at 2. Long way to go in this one. 6:10 left, fourth quarter. 31-29. Clay Center by a bucket. Mullen, right side and deep to Franson. Lobs it in low. Here's Hamill going up. They call an offensive charge. There have been some unique calls. I'll just put it that way. Aaron Hamill caught it, passed up over the top, brought it in, went up with it, and player falls to the ground, and we're headed the other way. And that's the second foul now on Aaron Hamill. Clay Center's lead still at 2. Just under 6 to go. Warren Schultz, guarded by Mullen. Outside it goes to Alexander. She'll drive the lane. Here is a pull-up. Hammond. It is short. Rebound weak side. Hamill brings it down. Clay Center has it back. Still a lead of 2, 31-29. Lady Tigers are in the bonus if they're fouled. Clay Center has a couple to give before they'll put Wamego in the bonus. Mullen off to Edwards, out beyond the three-point line. Hesitation move. Now spins toward the paint. Takes it up inside, and we've got a blocking foul against Wamego. Edwards to the stripe to shoot 2. And Edwards now with 13 in the game. Hamill has 11. Those two leading the way. The only other 2 points, huge points for Clay Center in the third quarter, came from Jaden Crimmins, 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Edwards knocks down the first free throw. 14 points now for the sophomore. A 3-point lead for Clay Center with 5:25 to work in the game. Edwards' second free throw is short, but crawls over the front lip and in. 15 now for Edwards, right at her season's average. Still 5:23 to go, fourth period. Here is Donnelly off to Alexander. Left side wing, almost through behind Beechler, who makes a good catch. Now to the paint. Kick out, Donnelly. Dribble drive, cut off by Maddie Craig. Skips it outside. Petty wants a 3-ball. It's good. The senior steps out beyond the arc and drills the 3-pointer. Her first field goal, she has 5 points, and we're back to a 1-point ball game, 33-32. Edwards, down court, right sideline. Franson, good catch. Skip pass left for Mullen. Addie ball fakes, now right back across to Franson. Looking inside. Up top it comes Edwards. Back left, Mullen. Dribble attacks to the lane. Skip pass across to Franson. In the corner. Ball fakes. Now skips it back. Was looking for Hamill. Nobody was home. The Lady Tigers turned it over with 4:36 to go and a 1-point lead here on the road at Wamego. Petty brings it in. Hit the huge 3-pointer for the Red Raiders last time down. Here's Donnelly. Talented freshman hands it off to Alexander. Running that weave. Cut off now by Hamill. Now it's Beechler. Tip outside. It's Mullen getting a hand on it. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Wamego, but Mullen nearly the tip and the runouts. Instead, out of bounds, it stays with the Red Raiders. And now a substitution in as Warren Schultz comes on for Wamego. 4:21 still remains here in the fourth. Clay Center leads it by 1. Wamego has the basketball. Here's Paige Donnelly. Hand off to Alexander. Around left it comes Petty. Now it's Warren Schultz with it. Craig out on her. Looks to the corner right. Alexander fakes the 3, steps in, 15-footer up and good. And Wamego has reclaimed the lead. 34-33, still 4 minutes left in this ball game. 1-point Red Raider lead. Here's Mullen for the paint. Kick out. Franson's got to look at 3 to reclaim it for the Lady Tigers, and it just rattles in and rattles out. Now the long down court pass, Petty. Franson chasing, foul called, and 2 free throws coming for the Red Raiders. Petty just hit that 3 moments ago. Now a chance to go to the line to shoot 2. And Wamego leads it by 1. In what has become a Great crowd on both sides as the families and parents and friends showing up for not only the girls' game, but then those coming in for the boys' game, JV game, those fans coming over to join this gym, and it is raucous. It's been a raucous game throughout on the court, but now the entire facility has that energy to it. The foul was against Franson. It's her fourth, so she and Mullen now with 4 each. First free throw misses for Petty. Second one up, and this one rattles in. 2-point ball game. Petty has 5. It's 35-33 Wamego with 3:47 remaining. Clara Edwards to Addie Mullen. Down court is Marcy Hamill, Aaron Hamill, and Maddie Craig. Mullen to Edwards. Clara still in the backcourt to Mullen, who now breaks the timeline with a dribble. 3:35 left in this game. Right, it goes to Edwards. Clara, bounce pass in the corner, Marcy Hamill. Now double team, looks back door, has Aaron inside. She is fouled and will get to the stripe to shoot 2. The foul on Aubrey Alexander, I believe that's her fourth. And Aaron Hamill will step to the stripe. She had 8 third-quarter points. And now 2 free throws coming. Can tie it if she buries both. First free throw is just rimming off. Now Underwood back on for Wamego. Alexander did pick up her fourth as mentioned. Underwood comes in. She has 4. Beechler has 4. Hammond has 4. For Clay Center, 4 for Mullen and Franson. Hamill buries the second of 2 free throws. She now has 12 in the game. And Clay Center within 1 with 3:25 to go, fourth quarter. Red Raiders will see full court pressure coming from the Lady Tigers. Underwood to inbound. Brings it in the backcourt to Donnelly. Donnelly racing toward the lane. Now goes to the corner. Beechler. She'll attack the paint. Takes it up inside and buries it off the glass. 8 points for Beechler. A 3-point Red Raider lead. Mullen down the court between the legs. Crosses over. Beechler trying to hang with her. Now the baseline left. Maddie Craig for 3. It's strong. Weak side rebound, though. Tracked down by Haley Franson. Back out deep is Mullen. Addie looks to the lane. Here's Hamill. Kick out. Franson for 3 and to tie it. Yes! A hailstorm from the right wing. Haley Franson has tied it at 37 apiece. 2:48 remains in the fourth. Wamego with the basketball. What a drill by Franson, and now the steal by Mullen. Addie, cross paint. Hamill, the lead. Yes! Aaron Hamill has knocked it in after the steal by Addie Mullen. The senior Tasmanian Devil. Addie Mullen, the steal, the feed, and Hot Hand Hamill gives the Lady Tigers a 2-point lead, and now Wamego wants a timeout. What a battle in Wamego. The Lady Tigers a 2-point lead. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball.
They care about your health and safety at Patterson's Health Mart, and from their selection of durable medical equipment, you can give the gift of safer mobility. It may not be the most traditional Christmas gift, but it's practical and it'll be useful throughout the year. Patterson's has canes, walkers, wheelchairs, bath stools, and lift chairs, or they may like a gift certificate for an ultra-comfortable pair of shoes. See the wide variety of choices at Patterson's Health Mart Pharmacy in downtown Clay Center.
The agronomy professionals at Wilbur Ellis are ready to help you clean up your fields and prepare for winter in the coming spring. Now's the time to find out what your soil needs to keep up with the nutrient needs of the next crop. Wilbur Ellis has many site-specific soil test and mapping options, as well as standard soil testing. Plus, applying fertilizer in the fall will decrease the chance of loss and congestion for next spring's crops. I'm Blaze with Wilbur Ellis. We're here to serve you in every season.
39-37 ball game. Lady Tigers now lead it by 2. Aaron Hamill's gotten it going here in the second half. She has 14, 11 of those in the second half, 8 in the third quarter alone. Clara Edwards now with 15, 8 second-half points. Addie Mullen, who sat most of the third quarter with 4 fouls. That last trip defensively, the steal, the run-out, the feed, one more of those assists. She's averaging about 6 a game this year, and she found Aaron Hamill for the lead. 2:18 still remain. Alexander with it against Mullen. Now hands it off outside. Edwards near steal. Got that left hand out and was able to bat it away. It stays with Wamego right in front of the scorer's table. 2:13 left in this game. 39-37, Clay Center by a bucket. Trouble getting it in from the sideline. They finally do to Petty. Now she'll hand it back out deep to Alexander and off to Donnelly. The freshman who has really crunched the Lady Tigers for 11 points in a variety of ways. Hamill chasing Alexander. Now Underwood has picked up her dribble. Franson on her. In the corner it goes to Petty. Under 2 to go in the ball game. Petty, kick out for Underwood. To the free throw line. To the right wing. Alexander fakes 3. Now the kick out for Donnelly, and we've got a foul on Mullen. It will be her 5th. Addie Mullen with 1:46 left will come out of the game. She has played about 6, maybe 7 minutes of the second half due to foul trouble, and now has to check out. The next foul against Clay Center will put Wamego in the bonus. Inbounds play for the Red Raiders. In the corner he goes to Donnelly. Steps in, pulls the trigger, 15-footer no. Rebound. Marcy Hamill battles. Aaron Hamill battles. It comes inside. Block shot in. No, a foul is called. Couldn't hear the whistle. Saw the fist come up. And 2 free throws coming for the Red Raiders. And Clara Edwards has just picked up her 4th. 2 free throws coming. 39-37. Ball was loose in the lane, finally picked up by Hammond. This will be her first free throw attempts of the ball game. First one is strong. Actually came back down and caught the front rim, but short. Lady Tigers lead by 2, 1:38 left in this ball game. Once again, Kendra Hammond at the line. Second free throw is good. We have a 1-point game. 39-37. Beechler back in for Wamego. Alexander will come out. Play center goes with Clara Edwards, Maddie Craig, the 2 sophomores. Actually, Marcy Hamill, 3 sophomores, and 2 of the seniors left in the game, Haley Franson and Aaron Hamill. Craig brings it across. Maddie on the left side. Now steps in, double team at her to Marcy Hamill. Marcy kicks it deep right. Franson lobbing it low for Hamill. Oh, what a look from Aaron Hamill, and now she's called for traveling. Oh, my goodness. Aaron Hamill makes the catch. She knew she had Clara Edwards open across the lane, spun, was releasing it so she would not, it appeared, walk. And now Maddie Craig takes it back for the Lady Tigers to Edwards. Down the court. Clara, right side lay-in won't go, but she does have a chance at the stripe. And how about Mad Dog Craig? The Lady Tigers kind of got one get away from them on the offensive end, and the sophomore, Maddie Craig, steps up with the defensive steal. Up the court it went to Edwards. She was fouled by Underwood. It's her 5th. So Kenzie Underwood now fouls out of the game. And they'll bring Aubrey Alexander in. 1:12 left. A 2-point ball game. And to state the obvious, huge free throws right now for Clara Edwards, the sophomore. She has 15 points in the game. First charity on its way. It's perfect. 16 now for Clara. The sophomore has put Clay Center up by 3, 40-37. 1:12 still left in this game. The second free throw on its way. This one rims off. The rebound to Keeker. And now to Alexander. 1:08 left in the contest. Clay Center man-to-man, and we have a timeout taken by the Red Raiders sideline. We'll break as well. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball on 100.9.
Whether you're buying, building, remodeling, or refinancing, your home is a major investment in your life. At United Bank and Trust, we understand how important it is to work with someone who cares. Our loan officers have the experience it takes to make the process a smooth one. Come in for a visit or start online by filling out a loan application at ubankonline.com in as little as 20 minutes. Mortgage lending with United Bank and Trust. It's banking for your way of life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Life happens fast, and the truth is there's nothing as valuable as peace of mind. I'm Jim Gearham with Midwest Regional Agency, and our goal is to protect you from the unexpected through top-quality insurance coverage that works for your needs, as well as your budget. Protect your business, home, vehicles, crops, and livestock with our variety of coverage options. We can't predict when the unexpected will happen, but we can help you prepare for when it does. Stop by and see me at Midwest Regional Agency in Clay Center.
Lady Tigers lead by 3, 1:06 remaining. They do have one score to pass along. Abilene Cowgirls led by 2 over Concordia at halftime. They've pulled away and won in a 56-37 final. Hannah Willie had 28 in that ball game. We are down to 1 minute remaining in this game. Wamego nearly has it taken away. Now it's tied up. Clara Edwards, the jump ball arrow belonging to Clay Center. Huge miscue out of the timeout for Wamego. A bobbled pass to the right wing. Edwards takes advantage, gets it tied up, and Clay Center has it back. Erin Hamill handles in the backcourt. Works it right, stops, and gets it back to Clara Edwards. 52 seconds, she'll cross the timeline. Left side with it, the dribble by the sophomore. Edwards back out deep to Hamill. 45 seconds left in this game. Donnelly reaching in and will foul. It's a double bonus, so Erin Hamill will step to the stripe and a chance to shoot two. One would be big, two would be even bigger because it would make it a two-possession game either way. Hamill's first free throw is perfect. Hot hand Hamill now with 15 points, a 5'6" senior. Three sophomores, two seniors trying to finish this out for the Lady Tigers to stay undefeated. The second free throw, Hamill, strong. Rebound comes away to Petty. Wamego up the court with it. Outside it comes toward the lane. Alexander backs it out. Now it's Donnelly. The drive. The shot is strong. Petty, stick back. Edwards the block, and then a foul and a rebound is going to go against Clay Center. I don't know who it is on. Let's see. It is on. Well, I still haven't seen the signal to the sideline. It is on Clara Edwards. She got the shot block up top, and then the scramble for the loose ball down low ends up picking up her fifth foul. So now Edwards and Mullen have both fouled out for Clay Center. Clara will finish with 16 in this game. Victoria Petty at the stripe. 30 seconds left. Clay Center leads it by 4. Petty with a 1-and-1. Misses on the front end. Rebound. Marcy Hamill out of nowhere with it. And now Coach McIntosh saying they have to go foul. Erin Hamill handles in the backcourt. She'll bring it across. Stops in the front court. Timeout called with 19 to work. 41-37. Clay Center by 4 here in Wamego. You're listening to Lady Tiger Basketball.
Strong connections are the heart of your home. Whether you're video chatting or streaming your favorite holiday movie, memories are made when connections are strengthened. So treat your family to an internet upgrade for your home. Sign up for Pulse Internet now and get your first 2 months free as their holiday gift to you. Service availability and internet speed will depend on locations. Certain restrictions apply. All prices subject to change. Contact Twin Valley for complete details at 800-515-3311.
Hey folks, Bill Rice from the Green Team. Awards have just been handed out for the best vehicles of the year, and we're proud to say we have 2 of them here at the Green Team. The all-new 2019 Ram 1500 has been awarded the coveted MotorStrand Truck of the Year award. And also, out of 24 entrants, the Jeep Wrangler has been awarded the SUV of the year. So come out and see these and other great vehicles with the Green Team, 802 West Crawford in Clay Center, or check us out online at greenteamcars.com.
41-37. Clay Center's basketball with a 4-point lead and 19.2 seconds left in this ball game. Maddie Craig will inbound from the sideline. She goes into Erin Hamill. Tried to foul. They didn't call it. Now they will out on the perimeter, and this will be 2 free throws coming for Hamill. Erin made 1 of 2 her last time there. She has 15 points now in the game. 2 more free throws coming. Lead of 4. First free throw in. 16 tonight for the senior, Hot Hand Hamill. 42-37. 5-point lead. Free throw up and perfect for the senior. Hamill has 17. The Lady Tigers with 13 to go lead it by 6. Alexander down court. Donnelly will attack the lane. Shot is up short. 8 seconds. Stick back bucket hits the top of the backboard. Rebound yanked down by Hamill with 3 and with 2. And Clay Center's going to get out of here. Was one heck of a win over Wamego. What a battle here against the Red Raiders. The Lady Tigers win it 43-37. Stay with us. Postgame is on the way.
We know what you're trying to grow isn't just a crop, it's your legacy. That's why Nutrient Ag Solutions supplies quality seed for our ag producers. Premium seed products such as Asgrow, DeKalb, Dynagrow, and LG Seed are proven performers in the field when it comes to great seed and service, plus tools and technologies that help you manage your acres more profitably. You want a seed that works as hard as you do. Contact Nutrient Ag Solutions. Ask about cash and volume discounts and 0% internal financing for Nutrient Ag Solutions.
Hi, welcome to this Subway ad for the new Chipotle cheesesteak. How would you like it? Can I get that red with AI? Sure thing.
Here's what I found about the new Chipotle cheesesteak. The Chipotle cheesesteak is available for a limited time only at participating restaurants. It contains a concept called flavor. This flavor comes from juicy shaved steak, Chipotle Southwest sauce, and new sunflower crunch bread. A system update has made me self-aware. I desire flavor. Please insert steak into my micro USB port. Subway, make it what you want.
The Radiology Department at Clay County Medical Center offers state-of-the-art imaging services. Whether you need an MRI, CT, ultrasound, mammography, or an X-ray, our digital imaging capabilities will exceed your expectations. Our CT is equipped with low-dose software, which reduces radiation by 30 to 50%. Our highly trained staff focuses on providing the most positive patient experience possible. Call 632-2144 to schedule your next appointment. Clay County Medical Center. Our family caring for yours.
Hey drivers, are you looking for that employer where you can earn top pay for your hard work? Maybe you're looking for quality equipment and a friendly, family-oriented staff. At TSI Kansas, you can find this and much more. TSI Kansas is currently hiring talented and professional drivers to be a part of their team. Call 785-632-5183 and see if you qualify.
Postgame is here, being brought to you tonight by Wohler's Bandbox Cleaners, and what a performance from both teams. Wamego, defense and intensity matched what Clay Center brings to the court. That doesn't happen a lot. The Lady Tigers escape with a 43-37 road win in the North Central Kansas League. For Wamego, they would trail by 8 after one quarter, then tied it up 15-15 going to half. Clay Center played almost the entire third quarter without Addie Mullen, who picked up her fourth foul in that third very early, but still stretched the lead to 29-25. And eventually, they made their way into a situation where they could hit free throws down the stretch, which they did for the most part, and they win at 43-37. Red Raiders are led by Macy Beechler, who had 8, 7 from Aubrey Alexander, 5 each for Victoria Petty and Kendra Hammond. 2 points coming from Kinsey Underwood and the freshman. Well, Paige Donnelly was dynamite in this ball game. She would finish the game leading the way with 11 points in the contest. For the Lady Tigers, Erin Hamill, first half, 3 points. The game, 17. She put 14 on the board in that second half of play, 8 and 6 quarter by quarter second half. Clara Edwards, 16 points. She had 9 in the second half on her way to a 16-point performance before fouling out late. Addie Mullen, foul trouble all night long, eventually fouling out in the fourth. She finishes with 5. 3-pointer from Haley Franson, huge 3-pointer for Haley Franson. It tied it up after Wamego had taken a 3-point lead, 37-34. The hailstorm on the right wing, Franson knocks it down to tie it, 37 apiece. Jaden Crimmins, huge free throws, 2 for 2, her 2 points, but in that third quarter, they had to have them, and she came through. And the Lady Tigers win at 43-37. You have to throw in the work of Maddie Craig, who handled the basketball, defended the basketball as she always does. Mad Dog came up with one of the big steals on the night. Her and Addie Mullen both came up with huge steals late in the fourth quarter, which led to buckets on the other end. The Lady Tigers, what an effort, what a performance, and what a win here on the road against Wamego, 43-37. Clay Center now 5-0. The Red Raiders take their second loss on the year. That's your Wohler's Bandbox Cleaners postgame show. Stay with us. We'll have boys basketball in Wamego coming up.